Meanwhile, at the opening Holy Communion service held to kickstart a 2 weeks orientation program for the new evangelists recruited in Abuja Diocese, the preacher Venerable Akinola urged the newly recruited evangelists to make sure that they are ready to serve and be ready to be crucified, bearing in mind that they will have to forsake so many things.
This ministry isn't as rosy, isn't as glorious as many may show it to you. Maybe for some who have been in it for a long time have adjusted. But in this ministry, one thing you need to be ready for is to be crucified. Crucified to self, crucified to the world, and of course, crucified maybe the pleasures of this world. You need to be sure that once you've put your hand on this plow, you're not going to look back. You're not going to do the things you used to do before. The kind of freedom you had before, you do not have it anymore. In your suit and your tie, in your shirts, you can easily get away with things. But when you eventually wear the collar and you wear these robes, you know you cannot get away with just anything.
Speaking further, he urged them to be faithful in the new ministry which God has called them, and noted that as a leader, they are expected to bring the people together and must be ready to sacrifice so many things. And if they are willing to make that sacrifice, God will make everything to work together for their good.
There's going to be a lot of sacrifice that you have to pay, not just for you now, but even including your family. Are your wives ready to also carry this cross and drink this cup? For as many who put their hands on the plow and are ready to follow Jesus Christ, something has been prepared for you already. Something has been set in line for you already. If you're willing to make that sacrifice, God will make all things work together for your good. But you have to be faithful in putting your hand on that plow and not reconsidering along the way. What if you don't get paid for the first 6 months or even the first year? Because we are still calling you prospective. Before your name will enter into the database, it might take some time. So what if you're not paid, but you're doing the work? Your transportation, your feeding, your accommodation, and the rest of that. What if the burden is still upon you? Are you ready to drink this cup? If you are, the Lord is saying something has been prepared for you. You might not attain it immediately. You may not attain it in the next 5 years or even 10 years. But if you keep working with God faithfully, all He has prepared for you will come your way in the name of Jesus.
One of the evangelists, Esomchukwu David, reacted to his new ministry as he prayed for God's grace in the ministry.
As an evangelist, it's expected that you serve God in truth, in spirit, in humility of heart, in sincerity. Being there for people, tending them as sheep under your care, being their shepherd and not a lord over them. And being humble and respectful to your seniors and your bosses. Delivering your duty accordingly, part-time and every day.